Hey, good morning to everybody. A happy Sunday. It's Daryl here. It's not so bright and early. It's 7 a.m. here in Connecticut on the East Coast. Honestly, I'll tell you guys the truth. I got caught up this morning. I don't usually watch TikTok. I happened to go onto TikTok because I do have a TikTok account. It's Artist in Recovery, one word, Artist in Recovery 1 on TikTok. It doesn't have much on there. But anyway, I wanted to check it out, and I got lost. There were so many cool things on there. I'm going to talk about them in another video. This one guy that kind of like hypnotizes you. He asks you to guess a number between 50 and 100, or asks you to guess a color. And this guy was right every single time. It was blowing my mind. So anyway, I got lost. I got caught up watching this. So I'm going to do another video because I want to talk about this. It's one of those weird Twilight Zone days. Besides for the Super Bowl Sunday, the UFOs. There's UFOs. If you haven't, I'll have some links down below. I'm going to talk about this more in another video. My opinion, my somewhat uneducated guess as to what are behind this. But if you didn't know, there was the balloon that was shot down off North Carolina. Then just in the last 2 days, Friday and Saturday, there's been 2 or possibly 3 UFOs shot down by Canadian and American Air Force. I believe there was one over Alaska, one over the Yukon, and one over Montana. And these are supposedly gray cylindrical objects that aren't really moving, about 40,000 feet. And I got some ideas. That's going to be my next video. That's what I was going to talk about. But I just walked in the door. And I want to talk about something happy, something positive, something that made me smile. The way it was an interaction with somebody else just a couple of minutes ago on my walk this morning. I walked by a McDonald's downtown here. It's a small city I live in, and there's a McDonald's right across from the police station. There's a lot of times in the morning, there's a bus station right there. And there's a lot of times there's different people waiting for the bus. And a lot of times there's young men waiting to go to work or whatever, probably late teens, early 20s. And once or twice I've walked by, and usually it's when there's a larger group. When there's a larger group of young men, sometimes they make comments about passersby. And as I was walking up, this happened a couple times. As I was walking up, I stick out. I'm wearing all black. I have big orange feet. And I stick out. So the couple times I walk by, I can see them looking at me already as I'm walking up. So in my head, I'm trying to think, how do I handle this? Do I keep my head down and pretend that I don't see them, even though I know they know that I see them, everybody, or should I just make eye contact and look at them and say, what's up? And of course, me being me, that's what I chose to do both times. And as I walked up, it's something I think most men won't learn. It's a bro thing or a man-to-man thing. You don't make too much eye contact, but you acknowledge the other person, like mutual respect. I think keeping your head down and trying not to make eye contact, to me that's submissive, and it invites trouble, honestly. It invites wise remarks. So I glance over and I say, what's up? Or good morning, or something like that. Brief eye contact and keep walking. And both times, it was like the leader, the main dude. He's like, hey, what's up? What? Then I'm walking away now. And he's like, hey, how you doing, big man? So he's in front of his homeboys. He's making it clear that he's not he's not afraid of any that he is confident over me, and so I didn't ignore it. I would turn around and say, I responded like good or whatever, what's up, and and he kept saying yeah it's about 2 or 3 times, you have a good day, big man. All right, mate. All right, and I just kind of smile like, yeah, you're being a wise ass. I'd acknowledge him and keep walking. And it was, it's a head game. It's not stressing me out, but it's a head game. But today I smiled. Okay, so today I'm walking and there's a couple young men waiting for a bus. And I start to cross the road, and I'm crossing the road, and I get to the other side, and this is the way I go home. And I hear one of the young men, I think he was a young Spanish man, and he yelled out something, and I didn't quite hear him. It sounded like he said something about my sneakers. So I was like, what? You know, because it was on the other side of the road. And then, so he didn't say anything then. He just looked at me. It's like at that moment, I think he was kind of thinking, well, maybe I shouldn't have said this, you know, because I was like, what? You know, and he didn't say what he said. And it clicked what he had said. He said, dude, he says, your sneakers look too big for you. Like you're walking funny, like you're walking like this. And, my sneakers do stick out, you know, so it goes through my head, you know, how am I going to handle this? You know, because he's making a joke. And I just started laughing. I was like, dude, I got a hole in my sneaker, and it's the truth. I got a hole in my sneaker because I walk so much. And we both started laughing. I was like, dude, I got a hole in my sneaker. That's why I'm walking funny. I'm trying not to walk on the hole and get pebbles in there, you know? And as I walked away, I felt good because it was kind of laughing at myself. It's self-deprecating humor, and I felt good that this guy felt comfortable enough to, you know, sometimes you just need to laugh and maybe laugh at each other, and there's no bad feelings. And it felt good. It felt good that he was confident enough, you know, because, like I said, the other times I went by there, I got the feeling that it was me against, you know, me being a big, tall guy, all dressed in black and everything, against, you know, the alpha in the other group. But this made me laugh. It was a welcomed relief. You know, it was nice that this guy, you know, and then we both just started cracking up. And he was like, dude, for real? You know, and I said, yeah, man. You know, and I walked away laughing, and he was laughing. And it was good. You know, if you see all this stuff on the news about people overreacting in fights. There was a fight in Surrey, England, with 3 women on 1 woman, an African-American woman getting beat up by a mother and a daughter. It was horrific. And God knows what that was over. And you see this stuff every day, and it just made me feel good. You know, that this guy felt comfortable enough to laugh, to make a joke about my big, silly orange sneakers. And that I was, you know, I felt relaxed enough to laugh right along with him. That's good. That's a good day. All right, hey, before I go, I want to make a Super Bowl prediction. I don't know jack about football or anything, but I'm going to say Philadelphia Eagles over the Chiefs 20-12. 21-12. Eagles over the Chiefs. That's my prediction. I'll be back with that UFO video. You guys stay tuned to see what my theory is on this. Have a great Sunday.